So we have a low wooden post fence, triangular top, encroaching vegetation, existing surface path, some mature trees either side, and we just have a culvert across a drain which runs from right as I look past the oak tree to the left, and then we carry on through here. Reference to a wildlife pond. Existing surface path, low hanging trees that show signs of maintenance but need to be trimmed up to accommodate cyclists. Another culvert with pedestrian balustrades either side. Bit of cracking on the ground, so new construction through here I would imagine. Okay, it runs a little bit field edge, but the path continues. Evidence of tree works along the way. The ditch looks a bit cluttered up. Now, yet another culvert bridge. This time we've got timber deck. The previous were tarmac. Better width through this one, but still not meeting minimum width. Bit of lateral cracking on the existing tarmac through here. We've got a pretty high bank on the left hand side that we can dig into to get the minimum width. It looks pretty well maintained because the vegetation has been cut back and it's away from the ditch edge. Yeah, the path is pretty poor here. It looks like there's enough available space to widen into the verge. It's not particularly steep at this location. It does get steeper as it goes on further, and there's a good metre here. And the bank gets steeper as we approach. Quite a mature tree there. Some tree works in the canopy, although they look pretty healthy. There's a dog bin that needs to be removed, and then we have our first set of timber steps. Let's have a quick look up here. Yeah, bit of a sports ground. Again, we're elevated above the path, pretty good view through there. On the opposite side is a timber decked pedestrian bridge with wooden balustrades, looking fairly, yeah, they're firm, just moved a little bit, and there's a path there through to the playground. Again, looking back past the dog bin and a litter bin on the right hand side as well. I suppose they may need to be relocated. Ditch seems pretty good at this point. As per the walkthrough with Baker Well and the ecologist, the path is falling a little bit this way, but actually there's no water in there, so the depth isn't substantial. Again, we can probably squeeze over half a metre out of this side of the path. Again, the embankment is, and then we approach the next set of steps. The surface treatment changes, but there's still some lateral cracking. There's an entrance to a children's playground, so there may be considered to be some visibility issues, although there is a fence built out to stop people spilling on, but some of the vegetation clearance, these slows plant should be cut back, and the visibility display can be improved with vegetation cut back. That's probably a maintenance thing, but I suppose will end up being part of the scheme. And we have another set of steps with tactile section in front of those, so some work needed there. Let's just have a good look at that. I didn't notice the concrete edging so far, but there is some on this side, but actually the path does fall away here. I feel a bit lopsided, and we've got some pretty substantial lateral cracking there, so this is all going to be I would expect a new construction.